Hello, this is Beaverhausen Productions, and welcome back to the Rayman 3 HD commentary. I am Vakiti, your glorious and efficacious host, and these are my co-hosts, Joe Squared.
Fishbill's still dead?
Yeah, he's still very much dead.
He's transcended shows and plot lines. He's dead omniversally right now.
We should collect the dragon.
There's no version of any universe where Fishbill is alive.
We should go collect the Dragon Balls then.
Wait, did you just set up the plot for a comic series based like Spider-Verse for Fishbill?
No. It's more like see, Jonah is dead everywhere right now, except for one Jonah who killed all the other Jonahs to gain their power and knowledge.
So it's the Highlander.
Or Ben 10.
It's the one. Actually.
So it's that episode of Ben 10 with that one bastardization of the villain from the first movie.
No. It really is.
Speaking of Ben 10, how about that stupid Star Wars CCBS Lego set?
Oh yeah, that.
Cool, but
Darth Vader, as I was saying in the chat the other day, Darth Vader can get away with it because he's Darth Vader. He looks mostly mechanical, and that's fine because Darth Vader is already mostly mechanical. Luke Skywalker, on the other hand, is not.
I would totally get Darth Vader so I could give Tahu a lightsaber, but I don't think I'm going to be able to buy toys anytime soon, or ever.
My friend Jordan reminded me of the Knight sets that did it, I guess, or anything else.
Yeah, but the Knights Kingdom sets looked slightly more organic because they used Lego pieces rather than Technic pieces for the most part, and they had a bunch of custom molds rather than using the standard CCBS Hero Factory Bionicle skeleton.
That's the scary part. They're super thin. And they have a bunch of gaps in them that, people don't tend to have.
Yeah, well, they're using the standard CCBS skeleton and the bunch of shells, and that's how those turn out. No matter how much you may want to, there's no way you can make that look organic enough to build a human out of it. Case in point, Luke Skywalker.
I could do it.
Yeah.
You could do it using designing a set as though you were Lego, so you don't get to do anything complicated or fancy, and you can't go over a certain piece limit.
Well,
you really could do that?
Well, I could do that, but Lego didn't hire me when I applied, so...
Oh yeah, you applied to that Lego store, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I also said I would apply, if they had any jobs open at corporate or anything, I could take those too. Just whatever they wanted to hire me.
What corporate experience do you have?
I ate a pizza once.
Maybe that's why they didn't hire you. You said something nonsensical.
No, I said it better at the time. It's just right now I'm all head cat.
So I played through Little Big Planet 3 today and the other day, and I'm actually really disappointed with it. You said the creative tools in the game blow the other games out of the water, but the story mode is the shortest in the entire franchise, and for a game that has Hugh Laurie with a leading role, that's kind of disappointing.
Well, he's Hugh Laurie. They probably were just like, we'll pay you $20, be in our game.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's not like that. They actually interviewed him while the game was in development. He's actually a close friend of Stephen Fry.
Yes, they were in a band together once.
Oh yeah.
Hugh Laurie's band.
I actually forgot about that.
I didn't.
Huh. Point is, Hugh Laurie actually legitimately wanted to be in this. It's not like they just paid him to spout a bunch of lines and be done with it. And the fact that you only get to see Newton 5 times throughout the entire game actually disappoints me a lot.
He's not anywhere else? He doesn't have lines anywhere?
Other than a few cutscenes in story mode, which basically amount to 5, no.
Okay, so here's what happened. He wanted to be in the game, but whether they want to or not, actors do need to make money, and unfortunately, Hugh Laurie is more expensive than they could afford.
Why does Hugh Laurie need to make money?
That is actually a good point.
Yeah, I'm 100% certain he is set for at least 20 years. You can sit down, do nothing.
I think Hugh Laurie could afford to write off at least one video game.
Or a friend.
He's probably owned by Fox and needs to.
Oh, well, Fox is an inherently evil corporation.
Yeah. How dare you keep Deadpool out of the Marvel universe?
As if the X-Men fiasco is the only thing they do that's evil.
Oh yeah, I don't think we talked.
Right. How dare you keep Galactus out of the Marvel universe?
While we're on this subject, I don't think we talked about this last week. But how about that Spider-Man?
Oh yeah, Spider-Man. Yeah, he sure is.
Yeah, I'm glad.
I saw an image on Facebook earlier. It was a Photoshop clearly, but it was hilarious to think about Jaden Smith playing Miles Morales.
Honestly, if they could figure out why the hell he worked in Karate Kid, I think it would work.
But he's always got
Karate Kid because he was with a good actor.
Okay.
The problem with him playing Spider-Man is Spider-Man is an exciting franchise, and Jaden Smith is only capable of expressing disappointment.
Okay, no.
No, that's actually good, actually. That's all Spider-Man does. He disappoints, so it works perfectly.
Apparently, Jaden Smith was good in the Karate Kid remake.
Yes,
and
he was.
Terrible in every single other movie he's ever been in his life.
Was he capable? Maybe it was maybe
the Karate Kid movie because the Karate Kid movie was already good to begin with, and it had other good actors in that movie to make sure he didn't suck.
Maybe it was something that happened to him during filming of the Karate Kid that made him only capable of expressing disappointment.
Oh god!
Like maybe one of his coworkers accidentally called him Will.
No, maybe I think one of his coworkers just like accidentally actually kicked him in the face or something.
Or that, yeah, that works. I'm gonna go with somebody forgot he wasn't his father, and then he just felt disappointed. Like, oh, no matter how good I am at doing this, people are still gonna see me as my dad's son. Oh.
Being in After Earth, of course, with Will Smith as himself didn't help.
Yeah, at that point, if my theory is right, he would have probably just given up at that point. But I think if they do this, crap.
I've never actually seen it, but I've heard it's horrible.
I watched the trailer and I discerned it was stupid from the trailer.
I haven't seen any of these movies that he's in, but the Nostalgia Critic hated it, so that must mean something, right?
Well, not really.
The Nostalgia Critic reviewed the Angry Video Game Nerd movie this week.
Yeah, I can't watch that yet.
Did he hate it? Does anyone know?
No. Don't tell me anything about it.
Yeah, Josie hasn't seen AVGN movie yet.
Neither have I. I literally just want to know if the Nostalgia Critic hated it or not.
I assume so, just because of the fact that he's the Nostalgia Critic. Even if he didn't actually hate it, he probably in character hated it.
Oh yeah, 'cause going along with the feud.
Yeah.
Well, he probably liked any scenes that have Angry Video Game Nerd getting punched in the face.
Which were most of them, to be perfectly honest.
Wait, you've seen it?
Yeah. I watched it at Alex's one night.
If you ever tell me anything ever again about things I haven't seen again...
Hey, you've done this to me plenty of times. Shut up.
This is Brian dying all over again.
Brian, why is he dead?
Brian from Family Guy. I forgot I accidentally spoiled that for Josie.
Yeah. I had known for months that a character that they were actually going to kill off a character. I didn't know which one.
I think 2 episodes, so it was.
And then 2 episodes they brought him back to life because they're dicks.
I think it was just a stunt the whole time, to be perfectly honest.
Of course it was. It takes months to make these episodes. Family Guy, it took like 9 months to animate just the giant chicken fight in the last episode that had one of those. There are babies born in the time it takes them to make an episode of Family Guy.
I'm surprised. It probably doesn't take that long for them to write an episode of Family Guy.
Oh, no, it takes like 10 seconds to write an episode of Family Guy. Okay, let's see. Peter finds out his name is Jimmy or something. So
wasn't there an episode where Peter? There was an episode where Peter found out he was black.
Yeah, I remember that one. So we'll have 10 minutes of plot, and we'll have 20 minutes of 1 minute sight gags.
Well, gags and flashbacks, which consist of gags.
Yeah.
So I finally got a hold of Majora's Mask 3D the other day.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Did you trade it in for Pokemon?
Yeah, I forgot you wanted me to get Omega Ruby or Alpha Sapphire.
No, I've already told you the cool part. I don't care.
Why can't Omega Ruby or Alpha Sapphire?
I wanted him to play. I wanted him to see the Delta episode, but he already knows.
What Delta episode?
Okay, so the Delta episode is the name of the end game thing in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, and they confirm that Pokemon works. That the Pokemon timeline works with alternate dimensions and crap.
Basically, there's a Pokemon multiverse, and everything to do with Pokemon ever produced is possibly in a different one. Like, the anime and the games can coexist simultaneously because multiverse.
And thus, we finally understand how James could have grown up on a Camerupt farm if Camerupt was only discovered in Generation 2.
Camerupt's from Gen 3.
Gen 3. I don't care.
And I'm pretty sure there's no multiverse in that anime.
Okay, again, James grew up on a Camerupt farm, but Camerupt was only discovered in Gen 3. They did not exist until Gen 3.
It was not discovered in Gen 3. That's not how it worked in the anime.
Yeah, it is.
They just mysteriously never mentioned it.
I think that's the point. It's not how it worked in the anime, but it is how it worked in the game. So by that logic, they cannot possibly take place in the same universe.
Exactly.
Well, I always just assumed they mysteriously never mentioned it, and we're all really stupid.
Well,
don't forget, I think Josie mentioned the other day, too, there's also an episode of the anime where Ash fights Giovanni, and they just pass it off as if it was completely unimportant.
Yeah, the first episode where Ash fights Giovanni in 10 years. He's never even met the guy, and I would have thought that they would make, like, this should be an epic moment. No, Ash is just running through a forest, and then Giovanni's Persians show up, and then Giovanni shows up, and they have a battle, and they exchange, like, 2 sentences, and the Viridian Gym isn't mentioned at all. I don't think Giovanni even mentions that he's the leader of Team Rocket, so I don't think Ash even knows. He probably thinks he's just some grunt or something.
Well, why would he mention it?
I don't know, because he's a villain. Villains like to give stupid speeches.
This is the kind of thing that this show doesn't make any sense. So.
And the
why are you trying to get
there? He just showed up out of nowhere to hang out with a bunch of random kids, and the only people who act like this is anything significant are the villains, who act like this is just Tuesday for them.
Well, I told you, Meloetta follows them around like Jigglypuff in that season.
I know, but like,
it's probably already been used to it. So what? You've seen it 20 times. It's kind of gonna, wear on you. It'd be like if I kept running into Robert Downey Jr. every day because I'm neighbors with him. Eventually, I'm going to stop being in awe.
I was going to say, Joe, I found out yesterday that I suck at Majora's Mask.
You suck at the easy version of that game.
I was doing good at Ocarina of Time.
You interrupted our super special awesome conversation about Pokemon with that?
You were having a conversation that I could not possibly be a part of because I don't play that much Pokemon.
Liam, do you know what a Pokemon is?
Shut up.
Do you know what a legendary is?
Anyways.
You know who Giovanni is. If you know all of this...
I went into Woodfall Temple, and I did so bad at it that I had to use the Song of Time to restart.
Really? That dungeon takes like 20 minutes.
Not for me, apparently.
I'll just tell you, it takes 20 minutes. easiest dungeon of the game, you're going to get super mad when you get to the next dungeon, and then you're going to get even worse. When you get to the Great Bay Temple, you're probably going to want to smash the game.
Well, I mean, other than like the losing your rupees and arrows and shit, you don't really. The only thing you really lose by restarting are the keys.
So you have to basically do the entire dungeon all over again.
Depends, because again, like most dungeons, like Woodfall Dungeon Woodfall Temple, from what I gather so far, if you have the bow and arrow, you can basically go right to the boss.
You still need to get the boss key, but...
Well, yeah, but it's significantly quicker to get one key than it is to get all the keys, get the bow, and then get the boss key.
Did you boss key?
That's a big key.
Oh,
but
God.
anyway, yeah, I guess so, but Liam, honestly, why would you quit?
Because I was on the night of the last day.
Why did you slow down time?
Oh yeah, I forgot there's the song of halftime.
Liam, you're an idiot.
Well, that one's never documented in the game. I think that one's just an Easter egg.
It is. Did you know about it?
I knew about it, but I forgot about it.
Yeah,
Liam,
right, sir.
Liam, Scarecrow tells you about it.
Where?
Talk to the Scarecrow. He'll say a mysterious song. If you play it backwards, it slows the flow of time. If you play it...
Which Scarecrow? I only know of the Scarecrow in the observatory, and he only lets you, like, fast forward.
No, he says it.
Well, he didn't say it to me.
He says it. He tells you can skip the next day, and then after you finish that, he'll say, do you want to know about the mysterious song or whatever? And you just say yes, and then he'll tell you.
Well, they didn't do that in the 3DS version. I can guarantee you that.
I'm 100% certain they did. Unless they were really stupid and decided to fuck you.
I could go back. I could go back and check, but I'm pretty sure I would have remembered something like that.
Should have just gotten Pokemon.
God damn it, Josie. Let it go.
Why would he want to get the worst Pokemon game?
Which
remake
one?
of the worst Pokemon game.
It is?
You're going to get flack for that, by the way, Liam, but I stand by it. Sapphire and Ruby specifically are the worst Pokemon games. Emerald is good, but Sapphire and Ruby suck ass.
But Gardevoir.
Gardevoir's in every game past Sapphire and Ruby, so I don't think it's really relevant.
We'll see you in the next episode, guys.
Of Dragon Ball Z!